Well, hi there, and welcome to my Let's Play of Ikai. This is, I actually did play about the first hour of this.
Hysteria
I'll
has
actually
spread
just go ahead and
even
not talk
through the
over
most
this.
skeptical villagers. They are talking about a demon. It hasn't shown up yet, but they can feel its presence. People fear it might find whatever it is looking for, and so cross the doorway to our world. I'll be leaving today, before nightfall. They need spiritual protection. You should write some more seals so I can take them. On a different note,
So yeah, in any
I've been
event,
given a letter addressed to you, Naoko. I have kept it in one of these drawers. I believe it's from your sister.
I did play, like, I'd say the first hour of gameplay. I was recording this on OBS. Yes, OBS. And there was some kind of an issue. I was unclear because I recorded like an hour, and then when you say stop recording, it'll say stopping recording. So I don't know if something it took like a couple minutes and didn't stop saying stop recording, which, you know, even though an hour is kind of a longer video, I have never really seen that for an issue. So anyway, I did the first hour and it was quite choppy, definitely not really watchable. So I'm using the NVIDIA recording thing. I had used that in the past, but it wouldn't work with Final Fantasy VII. So I got the OBS hooked up with my microphone here, and yeah, so I ended up doing a little bit of troubleshooting to get the microphone to work with the NVIDIA recorder. So yeah, gonna just do the beginning again, and hopefully we'll not be having any additional tech
I still
issues.
have to clean up the shrine. I could begin by sweeping the floor.
I wasn't like too terribly off the mark with any of this stuff, but you know, like with any game, the first time through where you're not quite sure where you're going, one does a little wandering back and forth. So, you know, while I wish I didn't have to do this again, could just keep playing the game. The silver lining is indeed that I will be a little bit more Johnny on the spot here. And for example, this game of tag I'm about to play won't see me stumbling around confused for so long.
Don't start until I say, huh?
So yeah, this is obviously a flashback. The guy there, the priest or whatever his role is,
Just to be sure.
was mentioning a letter from your sister.
I don't know. 2? Okay, now wait. You can't tag me until I tell you to come. You can come now! Here!
We've got this kind of sonar-y kind of vision. It definitely,
I'm here!
oops. Yeah, I was, I goofed this up a number of times. I was thinking that, like, when you got a fail state at first, I was under the impression it was like she was sneaking up on you and catching you or something, but
See if you can tag me!
it's actually just a matter of not running into trees and stuff, which I apparently did there. I ran into something, I'm not sure what, but damn it. I saw the little interact icon too.
Tag me?
That's always like the worst feeling of all, is when it's like all I had to do was press A.
I'm here!
And I goofed. Where are you? Say something.
Can't you tag me? That's not fair!
Nailed
I'm
it.
sure you've seen me through that blindfold.
Get wrecked.
Naoko! I must leave.
Haruka, it's been so long since I saw you last time. Well, I had better pick up the dirty laundry and go to the river before it gets dark.
Not gonna go nuts here, but I would, if possible, like to see that if there actually is a letter from your sister here. I have looked in most of these drawers, but not everything, so slightly curious. that's where my curiosity ends. I think you could. Maybe the upper ones aren't even interactable. I was gonna say maybe I could slide this thing over, but again, I'll just take his word for it that there was a letter from my sister, and we're not gonna read it. But so yeah, we have some laundry for the washing. Here, some of the floorboards are awfully creaky. Again, like I said, I played about an hour deep, and there's, enough to know that there's a little stealth. There will be stealth in this game. You can press B to crouch / stealth, and definitely seems like there's going to be hiding from demons and kind of. I guess this game. Other than, again, the first hour I played,
late.
I knew very little about this game. I probably saw it advertised on Steam as an upcoming game, like, maybe 6 months ago. So it's been something I've been quite excited to play. I definitely, even though it's not set in present day, I definitely think it seems very kind of Fatal Frame-esque. And yeah, I'm just a big fan of horror games in general, so I've been very excited to play it. And yeah, the little bit I played so far, it's definitely, I kind of reserve judgment for how much I enjoy a game until the end, but I definitely think this is going to be like the type of horror game I would recommend. Now, so this puzzle here, we want this door slider to slide all the way over, but we need to make a series of moves to have it not obstructing us. Let's see. Okay. So the first, like, the thing that we that it's important for us to do is to these two on the bottom left, we want those slid. We need this space created, so we need both of these out of the way. I think that's really what we're all about here. Good. Alright, and now that we have created this space, I think it should all be smooth sailing here. Let's see. So that's not going to clear, so we need this thing out of the way. I want to slide this all the way to the top. And I might have painted myself into a corner here. Now this has to be all the way at the bottom to accommodate the door slider. I need this up here. And oh, I think we might be golden here. Yep, that'll do it. So nothing too heavy puzzle-wise. That's not to say there won't be a puzzle later I find confusing, but I haven't actually pulled up a walkthrough yet. With I think with games like this, I've mentioned this in the past, but my kind of general feeling is I like to not use the guide when possible, just so as much stuff can be a surprise, or I can kind of have those aha moments with puzzles. But sort of in a game like this, I think that once you're going in circles for a while, or once you've kind of been spending 10 minutes just kind of backtracking, I think that type of thing can take you out of the game. So I definitely would way rather get some guidance from a walkthrough and then go right back to the game than to, be tearing my hair out and scroll back and forth and search every pixel,
Leave
that
the
kind of
stone
thing.
on your right.
I was a little confused by exactly what she meant by that, but I I think that stone means statue, and she's saying make
See
it so
no
it's on your
evil.
right-hand side. Then, of course, the see no evil one. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really, like, I thought, it's like I don't really think it's a Japanese or Buddhist thing, those, like, see no evil monkeys. So it's a little interesting, but, again, I think that's the kind of thing that probably a lot of people would be familiar with. And even if they
Head
weren't,
right with the rock on
I'm
the
sure
left,
the other ones
and
were
the
just
well on the right.
quick. Rock on the left, well on the right. Not sure, there's plenty of rocks here, so I don't know if that's really the best indicator.
Trust no one.
So yeah, this one, trust no one, like, all of these point towards one of the paths, except there's none pointing towards this. Could have goofed that up. I think my puzzle logic was right, but I might have just pointed... Yeah, there is one. My mistake. I think this one is pointing towards
Trust
here.
no one.
It's this one that none of the signs are pointing towards. Here we find some nice
Something is going on here.
bleeding trees. Not really sure if this is where we were supposed to be doing our laundry in the first place, but yeah, we'll pick up this friendly knife here. The indicator's not being too cooperative there.
Whichever was the creature lurking in the surroundings, it was looking for me. Sacred blood has been spilled to open the doorway of the underworld, hence hundreds of demons can come until someone puts an end to the mayhem. Although I don't want to, it is just me. I am alone. The onus is on me to head back to the shrine and protect it. I shall take on the struggle.
And yeah, I had said on my... it startled me the last time. I wasn't even thinking about it. Those scoundrels. So I was kind of saying I wasn't really nuts on just like finding the dagger and then passing out and like, oh, I was attacked by a creature. It got us, it's like, I don't know. Again, I will withhold my judgment till the end of the game because maybe there will be some more information that makes that a little bit, a little more palatable, but it didn't really seem like very great storytelling to me. Like, I'm not saying we need to see her actually getting attacked or whatever, but yeah, again, I just don't know that I think that was super inspired or anything.
This amulet has been broken. All gods have gone, giving way to monsters, ghosts, and spirits.
So I was a little unclear at first. It took me a second to realize that certain fire things disappear. Whoops, not that one. There we go. Oh yeah, I went. Obviously, it's helpful to wait till you see them disappear, so you have a bunch of time. But sometimes I see the disappearance like midway through and still decide to just go for it. Yeah, this one I got caught on it because I was thinking, they go down at different times, so I was thinking you kind of run through them all, and I wasn't sure you'd be able to stand between the flames, but indeed you can. So we're not quite done with the, I think calling it a puzzle would be a bit much, but we're not quite done with the fire segment here. Keep an eye out for it may disappear. Is this the first one again? This looks like the first one. Maybe not. Yeah, this is seeming like the first one. I think this should be teaching me a valuable lesson about patience and not jumping the gun. Alright, we'll take this a little easier here. on fire. Yeah, that was the kind of aforementioned thing I was trying to avoid earlier. Rather makes me think that wasn't really the ideal way to be going there. Okay. Third time's a charm. Okay, now I might miss a cycle or two here, but I would like to not have to repeat the first part again, so... yeah. No, I think I had the right idea, I just perhaps was not standing far enough in. Nice. Oh no. Is this too far? Whew. Okay. Sweet. And there is one more fire thing, but I definitely goofed it up a time or two, so if nothing else, I'm fairly sure we are going to get a quick save. Well, this is not disappearing, so I am assuming that actually is one of the previous fires, and I have tragically taken a misturn somewhere. Oh, it looks like there's the shrine up there ahead, so that must be the way I should have gone. You can see the roof there. Yep, and this is definitely the starting area. And yeah, in addition to everything else, there's these little jets of flame, but you can kind of just stick on this side, and I didn't have any problem when I crossed over here, so... let's do one of these, and feel like it's not even happening. And the door is slammed behind me, it would seem.
I can feel the evil within these walls. There must be a cursed object somewhere, and I need to find it.
Alright, I was having not a terrible amount of trouble, but obviously I'm sure a lot of these like upcoming game segments are going to be darker. I was having a little bit of trouble navigating here, so I ended up upping the brightness, and that definitely helped. And I indeed have a much better idea of where I'm going.
It explains the proper way to pray. First, drop some money in the offertory box. Then, ring the bell and perform the prayer afterwards. I can't recognize this mirror. The owner must be here. A broken piece from a tormented soul. An unwanted reflection made it an undesirable item.
Oh, whoops, I didn't even realize you could throw them. So yeah, I was having a bit of a hard time here. It was saying sign to the in the entrance, which is referring to this. Of course, I went to the entrance I came back into, which is kind of on me. But then I wasn't aware where the coins were, and yeah, it didn't take me forever, but took me longer than it should have. And yeah, when we pull this, I think it's supposed to be a bell. We can't hear a ring, but we do get a key. And I happen to know from earlier, I haven't explored it in this playthrough, but this is indeed locked. Normal mask, nothing wrong with... maybe not. Spoke a little too soon there.
I need to make a protective seal to lock the evil up inside the mask. There should be a brush at the library.
And when she says library, of course, she is talking about where we did the writing earlier, the very beginning of the game. Some incredibly haunted hands here. I accidentally bumped into one, and I kept hitting the wrong direction, so I like the same. Oh, hopefully it doesn't happen to me again. Oh dear. Oh yeah, see, this kind of thing. That when I get released, I hit the wrong direction, and so yeah. Well, the silver lining is I will not have to struggle to be describing it because it's happened very much like that. But anyway, we will soldier on. Ah, there we go. This is what I'm looking for. Outsmart the sliding door, that is. Easier said than done. Alright, it's somewhere around here. Okay, yep, there we go. That's where we collected the laundry from earlier.
Let's see if I can find the brush.
Yeah, if you look at these ones,
I'd need
need
one
some
with
ink, unfortunately. And where it's somewhere up, there it is. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I rather thought it was a pipe at first. It kind of has that quality to it, but in fact it's an inked up brush.
Okay, step by step. Now I go to the table to start writing the seal.
Now we're gonna be getting a game over here just by design. This is kind of cool. I was sort of speculating on this before because I knew that there was some
That's not quite a safe place. I'll look for another room.
Or will I? Nope, I'm fine here. Just writing my kanji without a care in the world. No one's gonna stop me. Here's some nice stabbing sounds. But yeah, I was a little unclear as to what might indicate it, that it's safe or not. And it kind of seems to me that you hear banging around sounds. I'm sure it's just like I'll get a little more. Oh, you actually can see it. Okay, that was my question the last time I was playing. Was probably this noise is gonna bring it yonder, huh? All this creaking. But so anyway, yeah, I was definitely just from the very little I had seen in like the 30-second trailer on Steam. Yeah, I was definitely under the impression that like the writing the kanji was going to be a element of the gameplay, and
It's too dark. I can barely see.
I heard a spooky sound, so I'm just gonna try and keep on moving. Because again, so I'm not 100% clear as to how the actual mechanics of this thing work. So I don't know if it's just like if you stay stationary for too long versus something else. So yeah, you're supposed to come back here and you actually finish the thing, of course, but looks like I was rather hoping there might have been a table in here I could finish the work on, but I guess I'll go back to the nearest table. I really think all this creaking around would work to give me away, but I guess this is kind of like the tutorial area, so I guess they don't want to be too hard on you.
It's too dark. I can barely see. It doesn't seem like it'll
Oh no.
work. I'd better repeat it.
I also wasn't, I do think what they do is they give you rustling when this ghost thing is approaching on you, but I don't know if I got a little nervous by that crow call, honestly.
It doesn't seem like it'll work. I'd
wasn't
better
sure
repeat
if-
it.
That was a warning of the ghost. Yep, hear the screeching. I think that's definitely a sign that makes you think the ghost is supposed to be approaching. Yep, definitely hear unsettling noises. Alright, let's see if I can get a little more practice in.
It's too dark. I can barely see.
Not cool, guys. Not cool. But yeah, so anyway, I don't think I've finished this thought, but yeah, I do imagine this will be a kind of gameplay component is sort of, you know, like, oh, this, you know, you need this seal to banish this demon, and
It's too dark. I can barely see.
that should be close enough.
It's too dark. I can barely see. Got it.
Nailed
Hurry
it.
up. I must place it
Kanji
on the map.
Pro. Excellent. And I'm pretty sure, you know, normally if I thought that this thing was gonna be able to come grab me, I'd probably be crawling down this hallway, but you see him. Well, I won't ruin the surprise for you.
I can hear someone from above. I must be silent.
Definitely pretty cool looking, I think. So the way it's kind of hunched over and it's got those super long fingers. That's definitely like, because again, I think this is kind of like, you know, Japanese like mythology focused, and I think there's nailed it. And yeah, so anyway, I think that there's definitely going to be like a lot of sort of interesting monsters throughout the game. But yeah, that was definitely the kind of tutorial guy, and he sort of shatters, which is kind of interesting because I think the like cursed item that was like tying him here or whatever was that mirror. So I wonder if that's why, or if that's just how a lot of different enemies are going to die. But yeah, if you try and go upstairs, she'll
Some
say.
sort of a prayer is coming from downstairs.
So we'll investigate that some sort of prayer, see what exactly is going on here. Here's some gonna load chanting.
Uncle! I am so glad you came back. The demon only needed my blood, so... Well, I can imagine you already know. And therefore you have come. I should have taken care. Thank you for coming to save me. What can I do to help? What's the aim of your prayer? Is it some kind of ritual? Uncle? What's happening? Uncle? What are you doing?
And so, yes, indeed, that was not your uncle, and we need to escape. And yeah, there will be a number of things where, I mean, horror games especially have it, but I can think of many non-horror games that do as well. These, you know, just these scenes where you gotta open doors or push a bookcase aside, that kind of thing, and you know, there's just a bunch of timed escape type things. Oh, I actually nailed that on the first time. I had like
It's almost here.
whiffed
I
that
better
a bunch
push
of
something
times.
to block its way.
And yeah, if you push the other one first, then you'll, in fact, not stop him from coming in, which is rather embarrassing. Yeah, we need to push the second one out of the way.
There's no other way out. Hiding seems to be the best option.
And yeah, that's the kind of thing that I think an effective tutorial will. Well, I guess there could be some debate over what makes a tutorial effective, but you know, you kind of do a little bit of all the, you know, main kind of gameplay mechanics, give an example of everything. So obviously there's going to be some stealth and avoidance kind of stuff. There's some, you know, unkillable enemies, so you got to just learn to sneak around them, that kind of thing. And you know, this is kind of a nice, easy way to illustrate that. You know, she says, "Oh, there's no other way out of the room. I guess I got to hide," and there's a pretty obvious hiding spot. I don't actually know if you get penalized for running here, but we shall find out, because I'm running.
I can't hide here, but there's a table. I could write something to block the door.
Makes sense. That's what we call professional kanji. Best in the business. And yeah, this being another example of, you know, writing some kind of symbol to make a seal. So, yeah, I definitely am curious to see all the different ways they're going to be using it in the game. And also, really, I mean, like with that, you know, you have to finish the symbol before that guy kills you. There's definitely the added element of kind of doing it under pressure. It's sort of the Fatal Frame for the Wii. I think it was called like Project Zero or something. But so with that one, the last boss, like you do enough damage, and then there's like this piano tune you learn for the ritual, and you have to play it. And if you mess up too many times or don't do it correctly, then you have to go back to damaging the boss. So the kind of, you know, performing a relatively simple task under pressure. This puzzle, I didn't indeed figure it out. There's the numbers corresponding to which position on the padlock. There's there's 2, there's 3, and off the top of my head, I'm not certain where 4 was. I never actually figured out where 1 was. I just, of course, thought, well, I've already got 3 of 4, so I guess I'm pretty much finished. I can just try them all. And indeed, it was the one that wasn't used, so pretty easy. Galaxy brain like that. So this is unfortunately a rather remarkable segment. We're just going to be going through a series of tunnels and either turning left or right, and occasionally we will bump into the snake. And the first time I definitely got eaten, but you can, if you see him and turn around quickly, you don't get a game over. It's not like as strict as that chase sequence, so you have a, you know, see like right there, I could say, "Don't mind me, Mr. Snake, I'll go this way." And again, I'm not, you know, just based on how like kind of non-punishing this is, sort of my guess is that there isn't an indicator as to which way is correct, and you just kind of feel it out. Here's slithering, but the way ahead looks clear, so let's just hope for the best. The other thing that kind of, I'd say, I don't know if this is like, oh, makes me apprehensive and is, oh no, good game design, but like I also am a little bit skeptical about how often these guys give you autosaves. I also, there's no saving in the menu, and it seemed to me, like I got, to the end of this segment was when I wrapped it up before I found my video was no bueno, but I could very easily believe like, oh, we're just about to get started in the main area and then you will light incense to save or something like that. But this game could also just be pure autosave. Again, I think we're not far enough in where still a few things we don't know. Still a number of things we don't know, in fact. For example, I don't know if this is the correct way or if the snake is at the end of the path here and he's gonna bite me. These are the kind of things we need to worry about. I think we should be getting... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wrong way, wrong way. I think we should be nearing the end. There was, I'd say not to give too much away, but again, I am really not very much further than this. Okay, so I wonder if, because I do remember there being a dead end, I wonder if the thing is you hit the dead end, the snake comes out, and then you can pass that way. Maybe that is the case. I hope so. That's not the case. Well, I believe I saw this to be a dead end, so I don't know how you're supposed to do that. That's all she wrote. And yeah, it does spit us out at the end. So clearly there was something else there I was supposed to be doing. We do get the Nozuchi letter. Yeah, it says the some priests who are banished to the wild shall eventually become a Nozuchi, so presumably that's maybe what happened to her uncle. Got banished, one day he was banished to the wild, next thing he knows, bam, Nozuchi. Pretty unfortunate. But yeah, in any event, clearly, I guess with all this left and right going, I assume there must be some kind of rhyme or reason to how you're, what route you're supposed to take. But yeah, had I done it correctly this time, there would have been a cave-in. You start to see rocks falling, and then as you get further, it caves in and stops the snake from chasing you. So hopefully we get that this time and not eaten by a Nozuchi. It's a bad way to go. I'm aware I'm not really providing much insightful commentary here, but in my defense, this game is really not giving me a ton to go on at this time. Okay, that was the dead end before. I got cornered into. I don't think he came all the way out, but I do rather wonder if that's what the game is hoping that we do, is get him. Come out. Was not what they were hoping for. wonder if it's supposed to be like you're supposed to stand to the two things and... Oh dear. Well, I guess I managed to walk back into the entrance and get eaten by that thing. That's not my best work. Not my best work. And yeah, I guess at this point, I don't think there's some, like, grand design to this puzzle or anything. Oh, come on, buddy. Really unnecessary. But yeah, I don't think there's anything super complicated about what you're supposed to do, but I imagine, based on the number of times I've whiffed it, that there must be some rhyme or reason to what the correct path is and how you go about determining it. Hearing a lot of snake noises that makes me think he is right behind me, but... Good lord. Getting real tired of your shit, Nozuchi. Getting real tired. Just gonna keep going left. Let's give that a squeeze, see what happens. It's been a Nozuchi-less route so far. Sometimes the solutions, I'm not saying that just going all left is the solution, but sometimes the solutions will be like that, where... where it's all one direction. I guess, like, off the top of my head, the, in Final Fantasy VIII, that, Tomb of the Forgotten Soldier, or whatever it's called, where you can get the brother summon, you literally can, it's like, oh man. Well, the real question is he right behind me? So he should be guarding this path down here. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think that there seems to be a really obvious, like, trick him to pass, so if he's still in this tunnel, I'm just gonna do some... Yes, he is. Gonna have to, unfortunately, just do a little backtracking here. See what the story is. Most unfortunate. Okay, maybe... here? Yeah. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Those, like, sort of misty, kind of, like, or dusty areas, I think. That's the type of thing I think we like to see. Make it stop. Wait a second. Is that See, that's just where you don't know. Like, did I encounter the same dead end, or did I encounter a different dead end with the similar features? Yeah, well, I think this is the exact same place. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I did take a right there to mix it up at some point. I wonder if that got me turned around. Gonna be going all left all the time. See if we can escape this cursed cavern here. I am not too hopeful. I feel like this is like a circle. Really wish the game would maybe give me more indicators I'm going somewhere. Oh, whoops. Well. Yeah, I think this has got to be the same, it's got to somehow just, like, lead in a giant circle or whatever, and that, like, little crack of light, that's got to, I doubt it's, like, two of the exact same one. Okay, wait, so is that... So this has got to be the, I'm just going to be charting course all the way back to the beginning here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the kind of things we like to see. We are actually enthusiastic about the prospect of a cave-in. Well, that took me way too long. Again, I didn't have nearly the struggle the first time around, but, you know, so it goes. Get wrecked, Nozuchi. Yeah, we seem to have discovered some kind of cave room.
Help! 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 Help!
And we can hear, obviously, people crying and asking for help. So, you know, it's like...
It has stopped chasing me already.
Could be...
This was not him.
Could be
who
ghosts.
might be responsible for it all?
You know, could be a spirit kind of situation. You don't really know. Get a couple very fashionable katanas launched at us.
sacred jewel, which means that the priest has been killed. No!
Well, we needed that satchel, so gonna have to make a quick trip down this incredibly sturdy rope. Womp womp. Yeah, you'd think you might have
And now, how can I go up again?
wanted to test that rope a little more before climbing all the way down,
There's a
but
deep fissure at the wall. I could take advantage of it and build a ladder to go up. The phones reacted the jewel.
and yeah, this was like exactly where I wrapped it up last
Maybe
time.
I can find some sticks to use as rungs for the ladder among the bones. The bag is still full. He hasn't reached the town. He might have perceived the opening of the gate and has decided to come to help me. I'm so sorry, Uncle. If it wasn't for my intentions, he would still be alive.
Well, I think I will. I'm really not clear how they're. I think this must just
Maybe
be
I
pure
can
auto
find some
saves, but
sticks
I think
to
this
use
is.
as
I
rungs for
think
the
this is
ladder
probably a
along
good
the
stopping
bones.
point. So, sorry for all that, all that unnecessary cave wandering, and thank you for joining me in part 1. And look forward to seeing you here in part 2. Oh, right, I'm not using OBS. That would be why.